Wednesday morning, Dave is entering his office at 7:15, and the woman is there in the hallway, and she says, "Hey, I made this application, to do the bus transit schedules for that sports day. So it keeps track of all the schedules from all the different venues, and you can sort of search by which buses are available from like the Cleveland Indians or the Cleveland Cavaliers or the city or all this stuff. You can search and you can put it all, so we're pulling all the information together and presenting it to the user in a single unified framework," he says. And now look, it works on the PC as well, not just on your tablet, but also on your PC. So Dave is looking at this and he's thinking, yeah, this is a pretty nice application. So what I'd really like to do is, why don't you take charge of all of the web applications for this game day? I mean, why don't you tell the sports committee that you're going to be in charge, okay? Get a QR code that points to your app, and tell all the printers and have that put that QR code on all the posters and all the programs and stuff like that. Okay, why don't we have bio pages for everyone who's working on this or sponsoring the event? We could like make a template and people could put their own information in there, and they can make accounts with passwords. They can do it themselves like a wiki. We can have event pages that list the scheduled events, but you don't have to do it all. You just have to give it to make a wiki for all the different administrators to go and do it themselves. So you want to make one template and then make a bunch of passwords, and then call you up and say they've lost their password or something. Give those passwords to the administrators, have them filter them down to the different sports people. And we should have comment pages. They should be searchable. You could have comment pages anonymous or logins. People have logins. We could have, on all the sports page, we could have fields to people put YouTube links and stuff like that. She goes, wait, this is too much. I can't do this. It's got to be done by next Monday. He said, here, why don't you spend $10,000 and hire some people? Okay, here's $10,000. Tell people you're going to pay them time and a half for overtime, or if they work within 12 hours, you get double time. Come back if you need more money. If people want, like a payroll stub or something, call Linda in Finance and we'll get you the loan. So, here, just $10,000. Go make it happen. I was like, okay. So I'm going to sit there and start thinking about this. So in the daycare, some old grandma comes up with her grandchild and says, I heard we might be able to enroll my kid in the daycare. I mean, you've heard the really good things about this daycare. Would it be possible? And the daycare lady says, oh, okay. It's fine. I mean, if you don't understand, this daycare is not about like any special treatment or anything like that. We're just trying to give a place for kids to socialize and spend the day and be safe. Is that okay with you? Now you can either drop them off here at 8:10 and pick them up at like 3:50, or we can pick them up and drop them off inside of Cleveland at the old daycare center. Either way is fine. You can bus them from their old location, or you can drop them off here. Is that okay? Then, oh, okay. Back in the office, the four men who had sort of had a problem with painting, they're back in Dave's office and asking for help. They say, Dave, we tried to make a good impression on all the workers, but they just didn't give us the time of day. Is there anything you can do so that we can try to help the workers, tell them it's okay for us to help them, and then we can sort of help them with legal issues or something like that? We can get on their good graces. And Dave says, okay. So then over the intercom comes a meeting. There'll be a meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m., all hands on deck. It's going to be a 10-minute meeting, nothing wrong. I just want to give some information out, okay? Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., all hands on deck. People coming out of the meeting with his hand out and just has a piece of paper with 4 faces. What are they going to do? Thursday morning, the stadium workers are at the stadium, and the people are coming in. They start talking to the lawyers and sort of saying, here's what I'd really like you to help me do, okay? And the lawyer's saying, great, I'd love the opportunity to help you. Now, here we are at a tennis match during game day, okay? Stands are full of people watching middle school and high schoolers play tennis. Even the benefactor's here with his rich friend and his rich friend's girlfriend. They're just soaking it in. Rich friend says to the benefactor, so, our tennis instructor told us to come here, right? He said, yep. We're supposed to come here and watch some really good players. That's what he said to do. Okay. The girlfriend's just looking at this like, you guys just do what your tennis instructor says? And they look at him like, yeah. So then this 50-year-old man comes in with a tweed sport coat and says, oh, I'm so glad for all the work you've done. This is so fantastic, the stuff you've done. The benefactor's like, oh, yes. It's a very good thing that we've done, yes. And I really appreciate it. The city appreciates it. And the benefactor's like, oh, yes. Everybody's done a great thing. This is all a fantastic effort, a team effort. We're all doing a fantastic thing. Thank you very much. We appreciate your help. And rich friend number 2, it's rich friend, his girlfriend, like smiling and laughing. Because they know benefactor has no idea what's going on. So they're in the stands, right? And there's a vendor, and he's saying, "Okay, I got your meal here." And going, who got the hot dogs? And rich friend number two is like, "Wait, wasn't he paying for them?" No, 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 no. Everything's free. Everything's free today on all the venues. All the food's free. It's like, really? Do you want anything? I'd like a mojito. Okay. Can we get 2 mojitos, please? He goes, 2 mojitos. Is it okay if they're in plastic, in paper cups? Is that okay? Yep, fine. 2 mojitos coming up. So, we're all watching the tennis game, and it's fun. Thwack, thwack, thwack. And she's, girlfriend is looking down her phone and scrolling. It's like, wow, you can order all this cool food at this game, and it's all free? Vendor comes back with a drink and says, you know what? I'd really like some Maryland crab cakes. Can I have that? And he goes, okay, fine. Now, do you want that with the mayonnaise or the Dijon mayonnaise? Really? Can I have 2 of those? Yeah, Dijon mayonnaise. You know, a lot of people get that with the aioli fries. You want the aioli fries too? Like, yeah, this sounds pretty good. Okay. And it's free, right? Yeah, but you can donate money to the charities that are associated with this. Everything's free, yes. Everything's free, but feel free to donate to the charities. Okay. Benefactor goes up and he says, hey, can I get a buttered corn on the cob? Someone's looking at her phone. That's on the menu. I'll see what I can do, sir. Okay. Bye. Before you know it, some woman's standing behind them with a buttered corn on the cob saying, I heard you wanted some buttered corn on the cob. Is this okay? Benefactor's like, oh, really? Thanks. Thanks a lot. And this is not happening just at the tennis match, no. It's not happening at the tennis club. No, it's happening at the Cleveland Indian Stadium, the Cleveland Browns Stadium, the Cleveland Cavaliers game. All the middle school and high school students are participating in like a contest on Independence Day, July 4th. You know, they're having fun. It's happening at the boat club. As they're sitting there, Mitch guy said, okay, so I know you didn't want to just spend the day here. I got 2 tickets to go see the Hollywood Bowl tonight. I said, how do you do the Hollywood Bowl? See the Hendersons over there? We're taking a private plane, so we're going to hitch ride on a private plane and go see the Hollywood Bowl. I said, really? Thanks. Okay.